crowned republic and Australian head of state. Michael Kirby wrote in the ACM Charter, which I think he did a superb job. He wrote that some of us believe that Australia is already a form of republic, a crowned republic. For those of us, Australia now enjoys all the desirable features of republican government and constitutional monarchy without any of the disadvantages of either system. Agitation for change is unnecessary, irrelevant, divisive and distracting.
Well, Michael Kirby, as you'd expect, put it magnificently, and I certainly think that that is a very, very good, concise summary of the benefits of our existing system.
The other thing I wanted to raise is the question of the head of state. Now, the head of state is a diplomatic term, it's not a constitutional term. And under international law, it's very clear that the head of state is the person or institution a country holds up as the head of state, and the way in which this person is received overseas. And it's clearly the Governor-General. And we find that the politicians, Republican politicians, will accept this when it suits them. Kevin Rudd did, Paul Keating did, and Malcolm Turnbull did. Malcolm Turnbull, for example, when the bodies came back to Australia from Vietnam, it was near the election, he didn't turn up to greet them, and no reason why he should have. He was busy. He didn't turn up to greet them, but he told 2GB and the Macquarie Radio, well, our head of state was there, the Governor-General. Now the Republicans, though, when it suits them, say we don't have an Australian head of state, that's why we have to have a republic. Do you agree that we have an Australian as head of state?
Look, that was, I suppose, the substantial point, as well as the ironic suggestion that I made in my second book, How to Win the Constitutional War, that in every meaningful sense, the Governor-General is the head of state. So why are we having this essentially semantic argument? And I think it was you, David, who pointed out to me that way back in the first decade of the last century, the High Court itself, Obiter, declared that the Governor-General was our constitutional head of state. So look, there's a sense in which it's much ado about nothing, but there's another sense in which it is about everything, because the people who are most enthusiastic about forcing Republican change upon Australia have a whole list of grievances. It's the whole Judeo-Christian ethic. It's the whole structure, institutional structure that they dislike. And attacking the Crown is their way of undermining the system by attacking what they think is its most politically vulnerable point.
Australians aren't lying awake at night wondering who their head of state is. I doubt if it concerns them terribly much. But the Republicans think they're on a winner. And the question in the plebiscite is to be, are you in favour of Australia becoming a republic without any definition? Are you in favour of Australia becoming a republic with an Australian head of state? So the suggestion is we don't already have one.
Of course, so it's a loaded question.
It is a loaded question, and it's based on something which is completely untrue, because we already have a head of state who is Australian, who is the Governor-General.